right. It would not be good for me to be holding a poisonous snake.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
We're here. Again, this is Ghost. I'm going to return Ghost to the rightful owners. And those rightful owners are Margaret Matins and Rick Dreves. Margaret, Rick, good morning to you both.
Morning.
Good morning.
All right, you're here to talk about trails and trillions. Let's begin with the 800-pound gorilla, or the snake anyway. Tell me a little bit about, you said his name is Ghost?
Ghost, yes, and he is an albino Florida king snake, which is a non-poisonous. And so one of the things we're very excited about with Trails and Trilliums is the children's activities, the focus we have on connecting children to nature.
Right.
So we have all kinds of adventures and animals you can hold and touch and learn about. Get over your
Including a
fears,
ghost.
including Ghost, who is one of the kids' favorites because he's so calm and gentle.
And Rick, you were telling me before we went on the air that this snake's about, what, 12 years old and has been handled by
Oh, hundreds
thousands.
and hundreds of kids, yeah. Very,
Wow.
very friendly snake.
Every schoolroom in Grundy County, every festival, 15 years of Trails and Trilliums, this snake has been.
Okay, this is probably kind of an obscure question, but how do you tell when a snake's in a good mood, or how do you tell when a snake's going to be good with people, especially with kids?
Well, when you get one that's good with kids, you keep it. You take very good care of it.
All right.
Because then you know you've got to keep her.
Tell us what else is going on up here. And of course, it says that this is Tennessee's largest state park, and I think a lot of folks were unaware of that. Just
Yeah.
how big is it?
Yeah, it's almost 31,000 acres.
Really?
It's broken up into 10 different tracts of land, so it's not all together, but it spans 4 counties: Sequatchie, Grundy, Marion, and Franklin. And it's a big park, and the Friends of South Cumberland is the organization that helps the park staff and the managers take care of that big place.
What's the biggest challenge in taking care of something that big?
Well, it's a popular park, and the biggest thing is a lot of the trails, a lot of the restroom facilities, those things need to be improved, taken
Sure.
care of. Parking lots need to be expanded. And so, it's a popular place. You got to take care of it. It's big.
All right, to that end, how are you going to raise money? How are you going to raise awareness to do just that?
Well, Trails and Trilliums, the festival is April 13th, 14th, and 15th. And that is, this is a friend-raising event. It's to try to get people to come up to the park.
Right.
It's going to be held at the State Park Visitor Center, which is a great way to introduce yourself to the park, learn about all the different areas, get maps.
How many visitors does the park have on an annual basis, roughly?
Almost 700,000, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah.
That many?
They come from all over the world. And so Trails and Trilliums is one of 2 opportunities they have to interact with us and help raise money to support the park.
And one thing that I've been told actually several times is the Cumberland Park has a lot more of a repeat visitor. People keep coming back and back and back.
It's a good reason for that. We have over a dozen huge waterfalls in the park, many scenic overlooks. There are places, there aren't too many places you can stand anymore and not see civilization.
Right.
But we have several, many of those actually.
All right, what else is going to be going on at Trails and Trilliums?
Well, one of the great things, we mentioned all the different parks, and a great opportunity is that we have 17 guided hikes. So for people who don't feel comfortable just to drive up on a weekend and go take off in the wilderness,
Sure.
this is with a park ranger or an expert guide, and so you can go to the website and register for one of these different 17 hikes. There are hikes on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Do you have different levels for different hiking abilities, different physical? Some people
Absolutely.
maybe a little
Absolutely.
physically challenged.
We have ones that are super easy if you're just starting out. We have ones, a lot of moderate ones, and a couple that are a little more challenging if you're up for that. The hikes are one way that we raise money. The hikes are $35 if you're not a member of the Friends. If you're a member, they're free. And then the other way we raise money is Saturday evening, the 14th of April, we're going to have our Wine and Wildflowers Festival at the Monteagle Inn, which is right on 41 off the interstate. And you can buy tickets for those, and that'll also help support everything we're trying to do in the park.
All right, personal question to the two of you. Why do you devote so much time and so much of your energy and resources to the park? You personally.
Well, I'm a permitted wildlife rehabilitator and educator with TWRA.
Right.
So I take in baby critters when they get abandoned and
Snakes.
orphaned, snakes. But through that, I've gotten really interested in working with children. I work at a nature camp in the summer,
Right.
and realizing how much children need this kind. They need outdoor play. They need to interact
Sure.
with wildlife and learn about them. So the Friends of South Cumberland, that's an important part of their mission, because the children are going to inherit these parks.
Right.
And so we're trying to get them to be enthusiastic about the parks and all the creatures that are in it.
Rick, same question to you.
It's such an amazing place. The more you're out in that park, the more you realize that it's special, it's different, it's right here, and everybody should get out and at least start to explore it. And the Trails and Trilliums is a great way to do that.
And it's a great thing to turn into a family tradition year
Absolutely.
after year after
Absolutely.
year. All right, I'm going to say words that I've never said before. May I hold the snake again? If my wife
Sure.
is watching at
But-
home, she's not
but-
believing
But
this.
Ghost was performed very well the first time, and so we'll have it. Not only will we have snakes, we'll have turtles, toads, salamanders, baby farm animals. We're going
Right.
to have baby goats, all kinds of animals that all of them can be touched and played with. And the other thing that's happening Saturday, we want to be sure to encourage, is from 10 to 3 is our main festival. It's at the Visitor Center, and there's going to be vendors and music and all kinds of programs and
Right.
workshops for adults, as well as all the children's activities.
Here's the information. Again, it's coming up April 13th, 14th, and 15th at South Cumberland State Park. Check it out at trailsandtrilliums.com, trailsandtrilliums.org. I'm sorry. Well, I'm holding a snake, Rick.
I know. You're forgiven, Chip.
Got a brother, a little break here.
You're cool.
Yeah.
We may just keep Ghost around for the rest of the show. Can you see a nice close-up of Ghost?
He likes you, Chip.
Ghost is very well behaved.
Ghost is very well behaved and has me pretty much pulverized. All right, stick around. We have more of Let's Chat right after this.